Hey everyone, it's Ceresee. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, you wouldn't know this, but I'm gonna give you the chance to learn. If you're old here, you would know that I just mispronounced my name in the intro. So if you haven't caught up on my last vlogs, I'm gonna need you to pause this video, go back and watch those videos, and then if you find out how to pronounce my name, comment in this video, I found it, and then I'll know that we're here. In today's video, I wanted to be very open, honest, and transparent with you. I want you guys to really get to know me, and getting to know me is getting to know this part of me as well. I want to talk about faith. I want to talk about how it's like being a Christian in today's society. And I want to talk about the importance of community. So let's get into today's video. So for number one, how is it like being a Christian in today's community? Whew. Child, it's a struggle, okay? I'll tell you why. Because we're constantly surrounded by things that will tempt us and make us fall into temptation. Majority of our peers and friends are doing fun things. Once you rededicate your life to Christ, you realize how unfun certain things are, but there's that other side of you that wants to do it with them. So it's like that constant pull and tug, or tug and pull, whatever the thing is. Think about it. We're all still young. So we have to be gracious with ourselves, yes. But we also have to remember not to run away from God when we mess up and when we fall short. So I've had my fair share of moments where I've fallen into sin, I've fallen into temptation, and I've ran away from God. But that's what the enemy wants you to do. The enemy wants you to run and hide. The enemy wants you to shy away from your church community, from your friends, from just anyone who might be able to uplift you. That's what the enemy wants you to do. He wants you to hide. He wants you to stay in darkness. You gotta think about it. When we do fall short, we're supposed to run to God. God, help me overcome this. Help me to overcome this temptation, this addiction, this whatever it is that might be leading you to, to commit the things that you're doing. You need to run to God and ask him for help. Ask him for guidance. Let me tell you a little bit about my testimony. Before I rededicated my life to Christ, I had fallen into sin, and instead of running to God, I straight up ran away. I stopped hanging out with the friends that were pulling me closer to God. I stopped going to church. I stopped reading my word, definitely. I felt unworthy of reading the word. I felt unworthy of listening to gospel worship music. I just felt unworthy of everything that had to do with God, because I'm just like, no, it's no way that God still loves me. But that's all the enemy, like, getting into my head, like, and just feeding me all these lies. That's not how God feels, because he ain't verbally tell me, nah, I don't want to talk to you. No, the whole time God was sitting there like this, arms wide open, waiting for me to come to him. But I felt such shame, I felt such guilt, that instead of running into his open arms, I ran the opposite way, and I shut everyone out. I started to argue with people more. I became so angry, so filled with anger, where I would want issues with people. And that's not good. What made me get to my breaking point and made me recommit my life to Christ was I had a mental breakdown in the middle of the night. I started thinking about my grandmother. I started thinking about all the things that I wasn't accomplishing. I started thinking about all the time that I wasted with different people. I just started thinking about everything and low-key comparing myself to everyone, and I broke down. I broke down bad, and I think that specific moment made me realize, oh yeah, sure, you gotta get your life together. So then I would talk to my friend, and she introduced me to the church that I go to now, Redemption Church, Long Island. And instantly walking in that building, I felt God's presence. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what is this feeling? I feel so loved. I feel so wanted. Like, I've never felt the way that God made me feel in that moment when I walked through those doors. And ever since that breaking point is when I realized that I need Jesus in my life. I can't do anything without Jesus. He is He's everything to me. Even when sometimes, even now when I'm tired and I don't want to read the word, I push myself to read the word, because that's the time when you don't feel like doing it. That's the time that you need to be doing it. And that's what I realized, especially in this season. True transparency moment. This week, I've been reading my word crazy, but today, I didn't read it yet. And I've been trying to spend a lot more time in prayer. And I realized that, you know how like to put such a structure on prayer? Prayer is just a conversation. Literally, if you wanted to pray to God, oh, say hi. No, look at that. Look at that one. Not the computer. She's looking at the computer. Even if you just wanted to talk to God and be like, God, I'm tired. Help give me rest. Or help put my mind at ease. Or, God, why do people do the things that they do? Like, just talk about anything that's on your mind. We're supposed to be praying daily. So what I do is before I leave my house, I pray. Before I get out the car to go into work, I pray. While at work, I pray. Leaving work, I pray. Okay? All right. Leaving work, I pray. I don't play about that because I need the Lord in my life. I be going through it sometimes. I miss my grandmother so much. So I will have a random moment where I would be so full of joy and so happy. And then all of a sudden, a thought or a memory pops up of me and my grandmother. And I know my grandmother's happy in heaven. I know she's very happy. But I miss her here. Instantly, my mood changes. And I don't want to be bothered with anybody. And I'm still praying and asking God to heal me, so that way I'm able to not have these random burst moments where I just cry for hours. God is just so good. Jesus, he's so good. Because even recording this video right now, some of this stuff I didn't think I would ever share with anybody. I never thought that I would be putting any of this on social media. But the Lord has been speaking to me and revealing things to me. And I'm just like, okay. I'm just grateful for God's grace, for his mercy, for his everlasting, unconditional love. He saved me. He saved me from me. I could have taken myself down a different path. If I didn't trust and believe in the promises that God has made to me, I wouldn't be chasing after my dreams as a singer. I wouldn't be chasing after my dreams as a content creator, because you don't understand how many times that I've wanted to just stop doing this, because I feel as if, oh, no one's supporting me. People are just watching, like not even watching on YouTube, but like just looking at my stories or just looking at my Instagram posts and not actually interacting. You don't understand how many times. Lord knows I've cried to him about it, because I've wanted to give up so many times. Because it sucks to see that your peers and people that you're cool with and that you actually know don't support you. And I had to heal from that. I had to give that to God, because if not, that was gonna stop me from creating content. That was gonna stop me from putting out music. It was just gonna stop me from doing everything. And I can't let that happen. On some real, I can't let that happen. Yeah. Dang, what else? Oh, the importance of community. Being surrounded by people who pull you closer to God is so important, guys. Make sure you join that church and you stay in community. You stay in contact with those people who are trying to build genuine connections with you. Don't shy away when you fall short and when you make a mistake. Call them. Or when you feel like you're about to make a mistake, call them. Even I would advise praying instantly. Like if you feel like you're about to fall into some type of temptation that you can prevent, instantly I would say turn to God. No matter how you may feel in that moment, turn to God. You know what? I'm bored. I'm thinking things. Let me read my word. Let me just read my word. Or let me put on a Christian movie. Let me do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, entertain yourself with something that will take your mind completely off what you were just thinking about doing. And God always provides a way to not fall into temptation. But we just need to have the willpower to turn away from it. And it's very hard. So I'm not going to say it's like easy. That you always have access to him by praying. Just talk to him. God, please help me. I'm about to mess up. Help me, Lord. Deliver me from this. Help me, Father God. Help me, Lord. Confess your sins. Confess how you feel, and he will show up for you. God will meet you right where you are. If you're here and you're calling out for God, he's coming right here to meet you right where you are, because he knows that we need him. I can only talk about this based off of experience, based off of how the Lord has comforted me in my darkest moments. He's always came through. Whew. Jesus, I'm getting so emotional, like recording, like talking about this. I'm probably gonna stop this video here. And if you guys want to continue these type of videos and this conversation, let me know below, because right now I'm getting a little choked up. So I'm not gonna continue recording this. I just wanted to end this video off by saying that you're not alone. Being a Christian in today's society is hard. So do not feel like you have to run away and you have to hide who you are to fit into today's society, into this generation, because you don't. He wants you to stand out. He wants you to spread the gospel. He wants you to spread the good news and speak about his goodness. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to let me know what you think about today's video. Leave a comment below with either your question or just like letting me know what you loved about this video. So I hope this video encourages you to just keep building relationship. No matter how many mistakes you've made, God is there. He's literally standing right there with his hands open, ready to pick you up. You just have to come to him. Talk to him and watch the transformation that God does in your life. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week, which will be my get ready with me before vacation video. See you later. Bye.